Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, call Halayim Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the brother Yatabia Wa'ala coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. All right, Lord's will, it's edifying. This one is entitled, It is Our Job to Say Something. Okay, because we see everything going on in the world, and we've been given that gift of faith to understand and see that things aren't right here. All right, we've been given the faith in understanding that the wicked runs this place. It's a wicked society. Okay, we've been given that foresight, that vision to see the kingdom to come. Okay, the gospel. So what is our job? Our job is to say something. All right, being set up as the hopeful elect. All right, men of the Lord, prophets. Okay, the prophets coming back again. What happens? Like it says, and let me grab this real quick. What the prophets did, okay, in the old times, the same thing is happening right now. Okay, you have the same, like the scriptures say, nothing new under the sun. The same things that the prophets prophesied against in those wicked kingdoms, the same things are going on by the same prophets. All right, something called reincarnation. Okay, and that's all prophesied. That's all spoken by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to happen. This is Jeremiah 28:8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Okay, and this, America being one of the most wicked kingdoms to exist in the world, you think this is any different? No, the same thing is going on. This whole society that is set up by Esau, okay, is a wicked society, and it is actually prophesied in the end times to be the last society set up before the kingdom is set up. So now you have the same thing going on, the prophets prophesying against this kingdom, and what's going to come? War, evil, and pestilence. Okay, plagues, because that's how the Lord gets rid of places. All right, and that's how the Lord's going to get rid of this place, America. Okay, but I'm going to jump back to 2 Corinthians 4:13 because, hey, it is our job to say something. Okay, the Lord has given us this gift of faith, we see what's going on. What do we have to do? We have to filter it through the scriptures. We have to measure the times, okay, and then feed the elect, because that's what it's all about. We have to say something to feed the elect, to edify the elect, okay, build the faith of the elect members' faith, to build the faith of the elect members up, okay? This is 2 Corinthians 4:13. It says, we having the same spirit of faith, according as it is written, I believed and therefore have I spoken. We also believe and therefore speak. Okay, so we have to say something. When we seen, all the atrocities done by the so-called white man, when we see the society set up going down and degrading by the second, all the morals at an all-time low, all the pollution, okay, in the air, in the water, in the food we eat, the philosophies that are pushed out here, everything going contrary to what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai set up. Well, us, given that gift of faith to see these things, now we have to say something, because we believe what the Lord said, that this place is a wicked society. We believe that this is Babylon the Great. We believe that this last kingdom in rulership is ran by the wicked, okay, and everything that he promotes is wickedness, okay, is polluted. All right, so now us having that taste of the kingdom to come, of the gospel, we have to say something. We have to warn the people, and we have to let them know that, hey, the Lord, he's working a work, okay, and he's fulfilling what he said he would fulfill. And one thing that he's gonna fulfill before the elect is established, before the kingdom comes, the next kingdom, the righteous kingdom, all right, the kingdom of Yasharallah, okay, what has to happen? This place has to be destroyed. This wicked kingdom is gonna be destroyed with thermonuclear destruction, as it says in the scriptures, that second death, and rightfully so, because it is a wicked society. Okay, now we understand these things, we believe these things, so we have to say something. All right, this is Isaiah 13. and 1. And the heading is prophecies about Babylon. All right. And if you understand, if you have the eyes and ears to understand, this place, America, is Babylon the Great. All right. The reincarnation of Babylon. Babylon means confusion. And what better place is a society of confusion than America? Okay. The great melting pot. But it says, Isaiah 13:1, the burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the nobles. And what is the banner that the hopeful elect are pushing? This truth, all right? Righteousness, the gospel, the warnings, okay? The true knowledge and wisdom as it pertains to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. And this is that banner, okay? And we're exalting that voice. We're shaking the hands, and we're going to the gates of the noble, okay? The ones who rule this world. And we're not talking about the lower level Edomites. We're talking about the mob, all right? The mafia, the top tribe of Esau, which is the Amalekites, the small hatters, okay? If you can understand, okay? And we're week in, week out, every day, just about, okay, starting from our apostles and elders on down, are bringing out and letting it be known that you're going to go down, Esau. This is it. This is the end of your empire. This is the end of your wicked kingdom, okay? Yes, you're in rulership, but our power, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, is going to take you out of power. And he's going to establish and do what he promised to set up the nation of Israel. To set up in his son, his only begotten son, Yahushai, and the elect in a rulership, in a righteous rulership, to rule forever. Okay? And this is, like I said, this is nothing new. We read it in Jeremiah. The prophets have always done these things. They prophesied against many kingdoms, against many countries. And this is the same exact thing that we're doing today. Prophesying against these kingdoms. Prophesying against these families that are in control, these big bankers, all right? Letting them know that their time is up. The scriptures say they have bounds that they cannot pass, okay? When they another scripture in Job says, when they're about to fill their belly, they shall be in straits, roughly paraphrasing. Meaning what? When they think they're about to establish their new world order, when they push out their MOTB and they have, the majority of the world taking heed to what they're saying, and he thinks he's going to get full control, that's when Yahushua is going to come back and take this man out of power. Okay? He's going to let those nukes be shot off. And this place over here in America is going to be destroyed. All right? But this is what the elect are doing. This is what the hopeful elect are doing. Okay? The men of the Lord, the prophets, they're saying something. Okay? They're seeing the wickedness. They're pushing the gospel to our people. They're seeing the wickedness of Esau. They're seeing the wickedness of the society, and they're saying something. Okay, unlike the world today, because you have the world, the majority of the world not saying anything. The majority of the world is caught up in this darkness, and it's just a spiral to hell. All right, it's a spiral to utter abyss. Okay, and the majority of these people, and you talk to people, and a lot of them, they'll say, certain things here and there. They don't agree with this. They don't agree with that. But they're not saying nothing. They're not set up to say anything. Because ultimately, they'll just go along because they don't want to be, perceived in a certain way. They don't want to get canceled. Okay? They want to keep their job. They want to keep the relationships they have. All right? They want to keep that certain perception. And we were going into this at camp. Okay? But see, the true men of the Lord, the true believers, don't care about how the world perceives them. The scriptures actually say that the world is going to hate us. Why? Because ultimately, we're bringing out the message of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Okay? And this world does not, or the scriptures actually say this world hates Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. All right? Now, it just so happens they're going to hate the messengers as well. But see, this is the lot of those who truly believe, because we don't care about perception. We don't care about anything that this world has to offer, because we know and believe what's coming next. All right? This is 1 Corinthians 1:18, and it says the heading is the wisdom of the Most High. It says, for the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness. And that's how the people perceive these things. All right, the true gospel, okay, the good tidings of the kingdom to come. Esau, Edom, being pushed out of power, okay, being put into slavery. It's foolishness to the people that are here, because what they like this society. They want to keep participating in this society, okay. But unto us which are saved, it is the power of the Most High, and that's what we believe. This is we're witnessing the true power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay, just like how he set up Esau, the base man, to show his power, he's gonna take out Esau. He put him up in the highest position, just like in the time of Pharaoh. All right, created a society where it's crazy to even think about this man and this system going out of power. Okay, but this is the true power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that he's gonna take this society and flip it all the way upside down, which is actually gonna put it upright, okay? Because this society is upside down. It says, verse 19, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Okay, and that's what the Lord is doing. The so-called wise of this world, which, the scripture does say Esau, what does it say? The children of darkness are wiser than the children of light, roughly paraphrasing. Esau, he searches out these things. He does know a lot of things. All right? Hey, he knows the Bible. The top elite, they know what's going to happen, but they have that pride to think that they can do something about it. But what does it say? He's going to destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. So all these pundits, the plans that the elite have, okay, all these so-called scientists, hey, it means nothing compared to the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Okay? And that's exactly what you see going on. What does it say? He is using the poor to confound the wise. Okay? The foolish things to confound the wise. All right? And who are the foolish things? The hopeful elect, okay, which in turn will be the elect. All right? And we hope to be that number, but the hopeful elect right now that are preaching against these so-called wise people, preaching against these so-called kings, okay? And letting them know what the Lord is about to do next. All right? It says, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise? Where is the scribe? Where is the disputer of this world? Hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? Okay, and that's the point. All right? Where are the ones who are disputing this world? Because this world is wicked. It's a rhetorical question, because you do have only a remnant, a small number that are actually disputing this world, that are calling the wickedness of Esau out. But the majority of the world, what are they doing? They're continuing in their wickedness. They're trusting in Esau. They're trusting in this society, okay, which in turn is going to lead to their destruction. It says, hath not the Most High made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that, in the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High, because this world doesn't know the Most High, okay? The actual wisdom of the power that created everything, okay? The way to go about your day-to-day, the way to live life, the way how to treat people, okay? What to eat, what not to eat, what to wear, what not to wear, all right? What is righteous and what is not. This world has totally thrown out the door, okay? Set up laws, okay, commandments, guidelines, whatever you want to call it, that go totally contrary to what the power that created everything had set up. Okay, you would think, okay, that the power of this world set up things, laws, statutes, and commandments, because he knew exactly what was going on, and he did. But leave it to the wicked to set up something that goes contrary, all right, which is in turn what? Wickedness, all right. But it says, for after the wisdom of the Most High, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. And that's what it's about. All right, yes, it's foolishness. Yes, we know that the Lord is about to do a mighty work, which he is doing a mighty work. And he's about to take Esau out of power. Okay, and he's going to establish the elect. But this is part of the process. All right, this is the job of the prophets, to say something. Okay? And it actually pleases Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai for his men to go out there and say something because they believe. All right? Then I'm going to end it off on Ezekiel 9. Okay, it says Ezekiel 9, because, eventually this is a characteristic of the elect, to say something. All right? But it says, Ezekiel 9:4. It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. All right, and this isn't that charagma as you see in Revelation. This is what the wa. Actually, let me just get it. All right, this is a spiritual mark. All right, the wa, desire mark. Mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Okay? So what does that mean? That means it's a spiritual mark. So what does it say? Let me read it again. And the Lord said, go unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh. So a mark of exemption of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. So the men of the Lord who are doing the job, who are sighing and crying, who are saying something about the wickedness and the atrocities that are going on here in this society, the Lord said, put a mark upon them, a mark of exemption. So what? That destruction overpasses them or passes over them. All right? Because what's going to happen to those who aren't saying something? What's going to happen to those who are comfortable here, who are settled on their leaves, who actually like it here and believe in this system? Well, it's going to go into it. Verse 5, and to the others he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite, let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man whom is the mark, Salak, and come not near any man upon whom is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. Then they begin at the ancient men which were before the house. And that's the point. So those who are not sighing, those who are not crying, those who are not saying something, and they actually know, all right, what's going on, the Lord's going to start with them. But hey, all those who aren't saying something, and all those who are invested here, who are comfortable here, who like it here, okay, the Lord said smite, slay utterly, because that thermonuclear destruction is coming, and before that you have all the plagues and the pestilences that are going to lead up to that ultimate plague, the destruction. All right? So again, this is our job to say something. We believe, therefore we have to say something. And, if Lord's will we're of the elect, this is our ticket out of here. All right? Those who are saying something, who are sighing and crying, are going to get that mark of exemption. All right? In Lord's will, we get that mark. All right? That mark of exemption, that Dawah. Okay? Not the mark of the beast. Because, the ones who are comfortable here, they're going to get that mark of the beast. Okay? The MOTB, which is the charagma. Okay? But Lord's will, this was edifying. Once again, call Haloim Yahweh, B'Hashem, Yahushai, B'Hashem Rechak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, and Abba Baba.